What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome if it's your first time here. I've been online talking about prepping since 2009, I think it is. And during those years, I have gotten a lot of emails. I would say I have received probably 500,000 emails during that time period, and countless number of comments. I would say I've read since 2009 over 1 million comments. It has been crazy at the interaction that my articles have gotten on my website and a previous website that I owned before that, and here on YouTube. And you see so many comments and so many emails, and you read those, and after a while, you begin to see patterns. You begin to notice things that people say that are common, across multiple comments, multiple states, and even different countries. And I've gathered by reading those that a lot of people, aren't ready to do what is necessary to survive. They don't have the right mindset to survive. And, one of the things I've seen here recently is when you post anything about the possibility of, a nuclear war, a lot of people in the comments comment that they hope that if that does occur, that they want to be hit direct with a nuke and just vaporize them off the face of the earth because they don't want to live, in a world like that. And I'm sure that a lot of people feel the same way when you dig down deep and start talking to those people about any type of survival situation. Any type of situation that greatly lowers their standard of living, like for example being homeless and having to live in a tent and live in a car. A lot of people will be trying to figure out how to take their own life, most likely because they don't have the will to survive. You have to have the will to survive before you can survive, because the will to survive will give you the strength to do what's necessary to survive. And another thing I see from a lot of people is that they say things like that, they couldn't take someone's life if that person was trying to take their property. That human life is more important than property. And in a survival situation, if that property you have is keeping you alive, that is a threat to your very existence. And unfortunately, a lot of people, I don't think, could actually defend themselves and use deadly force. They might step outside and try to get into a wrestling match or something like that with them to try to stop them. But as far as using deadly force, a lot of people couldn't do that. And I've talked to other people in person and online who have said that they could not take someone's life, even if that person was trying to take theirs. They couldn't defend themselves with deadly force no matter what. And, that's a bad mindset to have if you're planning on surviving, the worst case scenario. You have to have the right mindset that you will do whatever is necessary to survive, that you will use deadly force to defend yourself. I hope it never comes to that for anyone. However, you need to get that through your mind, and you need to be able to cross that barrier without hesitation if need be. And a lot of people, even if they can do that, if someone's breaking into their home and they look at that person in the eyes and that person's coming at them and they have to, take a life, a lot of people will hesitate. You cannot hesitate. You have to have it already squared away in your mind, already accept it in your mind, that you'll do whatever's necessary to survive. You have to have the will to survive. My will to survive is very strong. And I don't care how bad it gets, my goal is to survive. Period. To never give up. period. And if someone is trying to do me harm, and I have to, bust the cap, as the saying goes, I can do that without hesitation. That's part of being a man, in my opinion. Also a woman, but especially a man, because a man is the protector. I mean, what kind of a woman wants a man that can't protect her children, himself, their property? I mean, what kind of a man is that can't protect his flesh and blood, can't protect the people that they love, who can't protect the property that keeps them, alive? So guys, you need to figure out where you stand, where your limitations are, what you're willing to do in order to survive. You need to go ahead and get that squared away in your mind and accept, that you are willing to do what needs to be done, and accept that no matter what, you want to survive until you can't survive any longer. You don't want to just give up. And unfortunately, a lot of people, from all those comments, emails I've read over the years, would give up rather quickly during hard times. And these are people that are calling themselves preppers. If you have difficulty, financial difficulty, there's a long period of financial difficulty, and you're homeless, a lot of people would be trying to take their own lives because of that, especially if they didn't see any future improvement whatsoever. If they thought that's going to be permanent, they would try to end their lives, no doubt. There's been people before that have had the will to survive. It's been so strong that they've resorted to cannibalism in order to survive. They've actually killed their fellow man and skinned him out and cooked him up and had a meal because they wanted to survive. Their will to survive was that strong. And others have been in groups that, like the Donner Party, have been in groups and been trapped, and people pass away and they had no food to eat. So when the person passes away, they resort to cannibalism because they're willing to do whatever's necessary in order to survive. And it's hoping it never comes to that, because believe me, I don't want it to come to that. And I'm not sure I can even do that at that point. However, you have to think about that and know, what you're willing to do in order to survive. And really, to be a prepper, you need to have the mindset that no matter what it takes, you're going to do whatever it takes to survive. Whatever it takes to protect your family, to protect your loved ones, to protect yourself, to protect your property. It's a sad situation to be in if you are one of those people who are actually unsure that you could actually take someone's life if they were, for example, breaking into your home to do your family and yourself harm. And it's amazing to me at the people that will hesitate and who will say that they don't think they could actually do what needs to be done. So in other words, they would let that person or those people come in to their homes and rape, torture, murder, and rob. And to them, that is a better outcome than actually using deadly force, just to stop that person from doing that harm. You don't know what's going to happen, how bad it's going to get. Hopefully, you're never faced with these type situations. However, you could be. Need to be mentally strong, mentally ready, and to have major peace with what you might have to do. Like I said, hopefully it never happens. It's going to get bad, but hopefully you never have to face that point of you know, having to defend yourself with deadly force to protect yourself and your property, protecting your family, your loved ones, but you may. And that happens even during good times. You know, people rob, people do home invasions, people try to kill other people, people try to rape other people, people try to just do harm to other people, even during good times. It's going to get worse, you know, during bad times. And you may have to use that deadly force to defend yourself, to protect your family, to protect the things you love. And you need to face that possibility now and pass that mental blockage to that, because you don't want to be hesitant when faced with that decision. Anyways, guys, if you enjoyed the video and found it useful, give it a big thumbs up. Thanks for watching. I'm the Creekmore out of here. I'll see you all in the next video, hopefully.